Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I am your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 115 of our trek, and yesterday we learned why the will to prepare is more important than the will to succeed. And today we'll explore the attributes that are needed for a person to achieve maximum results. In celebration of our 100th day of Wisdom Trek, please check out wisdom-trek.com and sign up for the free Wisdom Trek t-shirt drawing that will take place on October 5th. We will be giving away 7 Wisdom Trek t-shirts. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. It has been a busy but productive day of client work, an interview, and online training. I strive to focus on some avenue of learning each day, which could be a webinar, an online course, or some sort of additional reading. Even when the workload is heavy, I feel like that it is very important for all of us to have a priority of learning and improving. We should see improving results in our lives each day. So as we head out on our trek today, this gives us a topic for our discussion. So I will ask you, why do some people seem to have the desirable ability to get things done, to get results, while others seem to continually spin their wheels? This certainly is an interesting point to ponder. Clearly, we all have the same amount of time each day. We all have skills and abilities in certain areas, and we all have some areas of our lives where we have the potential to achieve. As we study individuals that seem to achieve more than the average person, there are some common traits that reveal themselves. So the question is, how can you become a high achiever? If we want to be a high achiever, then we need to emulate, not duplicate, those individuals that are high achievers. The result getters have these 3 common qualities or traits: great self-talk, great alliances, and great ability. The complexity of these 3 traits is part of the mix. So number 1, great self-talk. Great self-talk is driven by a number of factors, including your personal experiences, both positive and negative, your environment, your personal goals, the price that you're willing to pay for success, your personal desires to continually improve, your minimal concern for what others say about you, and the love that you have for yourself and others. Together, these factors will create in you something that most of us would identify as passion. The question is, can passion be taught or acquired, or does it have to be something that is innate? Many believe that you have to be born with passion. I, to the contrary, do not believe this. There are too many examples today of people who are fanatical and passionate after they become involved in an organization or movement. Even the conversion experience within a religious organization shows that a person can become passionate about their cause. This is proof to me that passion can be taught or learned. If you are not enjoying the results you need or desire, positive self-talk is the first step toward those results. What the mind dwells on, the body acts on. Positive self-talk will lead you to positivity in your life, while negative self-talk will lead you to negativity. Number 2, great alliances. Great alliances appear in many forms: camaraderie, friendship, partnership, networks, collaborative activities, could be mastermind groups, or even mentorships, depending on your situation. The relationships you enjoy will affect your self-talk and also your abilities. Great alliance relationships are the glue between the first and the third steps to get results. Building great relationships come natural to some people. However, it is a skill that can be taught and learned. Some individuals are more naturally shy, so building great relationships may be more difficult, but certainly not impossible. In fact, if you are shy, you will probably build stronger relationships, but maybe with fewer people. You must develop the skills to seek out and establish positive, mutually beneficial relationships. And number 3, great ability. Great ability is more than the sum of your God-given talents. Ability is the collective body of your knowledge, skills, experience, and talent synthesized through your self-talk. The relationships you build greatly affect your ability. Your abilities come from your practical knowledge and experience. No one ever knew how to drive a car upon leaving the womb. In the same manner, few people know how to effectively achieve abundant and positive results when they are in the 3rd grade. These skills are taught to them. Ability comes from the gained knowledge and skills that are achieved as you are self-taught, self-talked, and from positive relationships with others, whether those relationships are paid or reciprocal, or through trial and error. Trial and error is costly and time-consuming. It is certainly better to prepare ahead of time. You can be a person of influence and a person of results. And as a Christ follower, I know that if I do what I am capable of, then God will provide me with what I am not capable of. Psalms 37:3. Trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. And Proverbs 3:5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all that you do, and He will show you the path to take. Now that we briefly looked at some of the common traits of individuals that consistently achieve high performance results, let us look at 5 practical tips that will have positive results instead of making excuses on our daily trek. First, the right things. Be accountable for doing the right things. This means ethical execution of the activities that will actually support the goals that you have chosen for yourself. For instance, if you are managing a team, leading a group, or within your own family, you must model the skills by doing the right things yourself. You must then empower each person that you are impacting to identify his or her own right things. And you must be willing to communicate about what's working and what isn't in the open and transparent in all your ways. Second, new opportunities. Be accountable for managing your new opportunities. This means be willing to step away from those things that are comfortable for you to make room for something that may be even better. Yes, this is a risk, but it's one that successful, results-driven people take because the return can be positive overall. Managing your opportunities takes time and practice. Sticking with old habits causes you to repeat many behaviors and initiatives that aren't really what you want. Third, process. Be accountable for yourselves when you hit an obstacle. It is inevitable that you will encounter adversities and setbacks when you pursue your goals. The question is, how will these adversities and setbacks affect you? Will these keep you from making creative and new approaches to attain your goal? Fourth, expectations. Be accountable for establishing your right expectations. The targets you set for yourself will have a huge impact on what you actually achieve. How will you set the targets for yourself and those that you impact? Will you set them based on old habits or what is possible? Will you set them too high, too low, or in the ideal zone where the goals are a healthy stretch? And fifth, relationships. Be accountable for your relationships and your contributions to them. The human touch in a relationship is the lubricant that makes communication possible and empowers individuals and organizations to accomplish great things. Without accountability for supporting and contributing to the relationship, there can be no true leadership, no effective implementation, and no results unless you're accountable for those results. So you need to keep on keeping on, as referred to in Hebrews chapter 10, verses 35 and 36. So do not throw away this confident trust in the Lord. Remember the great reward it brings you. Patient endurance is what you need now so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised. So in today's trek, we focused on what attributes are needed to achieve results. Now that you are achieving more results, join us tomorrow for our Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. And during the next couple of days, we will learn what excuses really are and how to eliminate them forever. This will finish our podcast for today, but remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom on wisdom-trek.com, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, or YouTube. And please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends so that they can come along with us each day. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com, which contains pictures, tweetable quotes, and other wisdom nuggets. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.